The Morrissy Honors Program started in 1981. It was kind of a crossroads for the time period. Women were starting to engage in higher ed a little bit more, realizing they could go out and find jobs, and it was becoming acceptable for women to do that. The administration of Sister Kathleen Feely was president at the time. She really caught on to that, and she said, let's figure out a way to challenge our students.
In the very beginning, after I was elected, it was a very difficult time for Notre Dame. My task in the beginning is that I have to increase the enrollment. I created the continuing education program, and that brought a lot of women back to college. Then came 1981. I was looking then at the women's college. That's when all of a sudden I said honors program. I immediately said Dr. Morrissy, because she was such an inspiration.
She really lived the life of what a Morrissy does today. She was focused on interdisciplinary, rooted in the humanities, thinking beyond one subject, and I thought it seems very fitting that they used her name to keep her memory alive in a program at the school. This was a place where students could take courses that were directly for them.
Having courses from Morrissy, which included the history of science, the history of religion, as well as having to take logic courses, really prepared me well to be a well-rounded person.
A lot of our classes are interdisciplinary, and the goal of that is to apply what you're learning in the classroom outside and be able to reflect on your life and the world around you.
By 2003, we had a vice president, Suzanne Shipley, who said, let's figure out how to make this a little more formal. And that's when we started with our first honors house. And Dr. Charles Ritter became the first formal director of the program.
I'm thrilled that I was able to finish out my career as the Morrissy director. It was a very good experience. I enjoyed teaching, obviously, and I enjoyed working with those students very much. I also enjoyed the social events, the ton of food night, taking the students to cultural activities.
Dr. Ritter was there for 9 years, and then Dr. Gina Del Rosso took over and came to the Otenesec house.
It really, for me, was a labor of love. I really loved working with the Morrissy students. I still love teaching the Morrissy classes. You know, I remember Ann Henderson saying to me when I got the job, she said, it's the best job on campus.
In 2013, the honors program found themselves in a new home. We ended up in this bungalow, which is right next to Knott and Doyle. The house was named after Dr. Mildred Otenesec, and she was a student at Notre Dame. She graduated in 1936 and then became a professor of political science, history, and economics. So we were able to refurbish the Otenesec house and furnish it for a place for our honor students to come and learn and to gather.
It was a very comforting thing, even the physical role of the O House, having a place that you can go to on campus that is yours, and you can talk to women who have a very similar viewpoint as you.
We could all come together around one big table and have these super intense conversations about life and philosophy. They created quite a community that wasn't just going to class.
It brings different people with different backgrounds together and makes them have a conversation, which a lot of times people with different ideas don't want to have conversations. Societally, that's a huge issue, but it's something that interdisciplinary studies and places like the honors program allow to happen in a very safe way.
The core values of Morrissy, I think, are leadership, commitment, and I think passion. I think every student that comes into Morrissy has a passion for something, and that's what drives them.
Our motto is live to learn, and I think that it means like finding opportunities to learn no matter what you do in life and being a citizen of the world.
I think Morrissy Honor students are simply leaders. We work in our community, we work in our academics, we push ourselves to reach our greatest potential. That's not something taught in a classroom, that's something that we learn with those that are around us.
I think to be a Morrissy Honor student, it means to work in your classes, it means to work on yourself, work on your community, and just to keep learning and living as you go.
I would like to see our community get even bigger. I think we can create something that's very strong and very powerful.
I would like people to continue to be excited about being a Morrissy student and continue to carry on the motto and show what we're about throughout campus and throughout the community.
Morrissy is a place where students can come who are highly motivated, who want to embrace life, want to learn as much as they can, and Morrissy gives them that opportunity and resources to do so.